Hello everyone, welcome to our channel LawLust. So today we are going to continue the series of RRB Staff Welfare Officer 500 MCQ. So we will going to start from question number 151 because we have already completed till 150 questions. So let's start without wasting any time. So question number 1, that is the Code on Wages 2019 applies to. The correct option is all employees in organized and unorganized sector subject to the code. So here in this video, people going to only read the question and declare the answer after a pause because we are running short of time. So let's start. Move on to the next question. Question number 152. Which labor code consolidated laws relating to the wages? So here the answer is Code on Wages 2019. Move on to the next question. Which labor code deals with registration and recognition of trade unions? So here the answer is option number B, that is Industrial Relation Code. Move on to the next question. Question number 154. The Code on Social Security 2020 primarily aims to. So here the answer is provide social security to the workers. Move on to the next question. Which labor code deals with safety, health and working conditions? So here the answer is option number C, OSH code 2020. Move on to the next question. Which of the following is not a social security benefit? So here the answer is performance benefit. Move on to the next question. Question number 156. Which of the following is not a social security benefit? So here the answer is performance bonus. So move on to the next question. Question number 157. The main objective of the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Condition Code is to ensure safe and healthy workplaces. So move on to the next question. Question number 158. Which authority is responsible for implementing the RTI Act at the departmental level? So here the correct answer is option number A, that is PIO, Public Information Officer. So move on to the next question. Question number 159. Under the RTI Act, information should ordinarily be provided within 30 days. So move on to the next question. Question number 160. The national pension system is regulated by. It is regulated by PFRDA. So move on to the next question. Question number 161. Which computer software manages the hardware and software resources of a computer? So here the correct answer is operating system. Move on to the next question. Question number 162. Which of the following is an example of cloud storage? So cloud storage example is Google Drive. It's Google Drive. Move on to the next question. Question number 163. Which key combination is commonly used to save a document? So here the correct answer is Control S. Move on to the next question. Question number 164. Which of the following is an output device? So here the output device is printer. Move on to the next question. Question number 165. The primary responsibility of a staff welfare officer is to promote employee welfare. So move on to the next question. Question number 166. Which welfare activity mainly improves employee morale? So here the correct answer is option number A, that is recognition of good work. Move on to the next question. Question number 167. Which is an important feature of good industrial relation? So here the correct answer is option number A, that is mutual trust. Move on to the next question. Question number 168. Which management function identifies future manpower requirements? So here the correct answer is HR planning. Move on to the next question. Question number 169. Which of the following best promotes occupational safety? So here the correct answer is safety training. Move on to the next question. Question number 170. Which of the following is an example of statutory welfare? So here the correct answer is option number A, that is first aid facility. So move on to the next question. Question number 171. Which of the following is a function of personal administration? So here the functions are, that is option number D, all of the above. Move on to the next question. Which communication style is most effective in grievance handling? So here the correct answer is open communication. So move on to the next question. Question number 173. Which factor most improves employee satisfaction? So here the correct answer is fair treatment. So move on to the next question. Which of the following contributes most to the industrial peace? So here the correct answer is collective bargaining. Move on to the next question. Question number 175. Which constitutional principle supports labor welfare? So here the correct answer is DPSP, that is Directive Principle of State Policy. So move on to the next question. Which labor code governs employer-employee relation, trade unions, and industrial dispute resolution? So here the answer is Industrial Relation Code 2020. So move on to the next question. Which labor code provides for gratuity, provident fund, maternity benefit, and employee insurance? So here the correct option is Code on Social Security 2020. So move on to the next question. Question number 178. The objective of manpower planning is to ensure the right person is available at right job and time. So move on to the next question. Question number 179. Which of the following is an important function of a welfare officer in Indian Railways? So here the important function is employee counseling. So move on to the next question. Question number 180. Which of the following improves organizational commitment? So here the correct answer is employee participation in management. So move on to the next question. That is question number 181. Which method is used most suitable for resolving employee grievance at the workplace? So here the correct answer is option number A, that is dialogue between management and employees. So move on to the next question. Question number 182. Which of the following is considered an occupational hazard? So here the correct answer is excessive workplace noise. So move on to the next question. Question number 183. Which constitutional provision empowers the state to make provision for securing just and human condition of workplace? So here the correct answer is Article 42, which is part of DPSP. Move on to the next question. Question 184. Which of the following is an objective of employee welfare? So here the objective is improve quality of work life. So move on to the next question. Question number 185. Which committee is generally constituted to promote workplace safety? So here the committee is safety committee. Move on to the next question. Question number 186. Which type of leadership promotes employee involvement in decision making? So here the correct answer is democratic leadership. So move on to the next question. Question number 187. Which of the following is a monetary incentive? The monetary incentive is bonus. Move on to the next question. Question number 188. Which of the following is not an object of industrial relation? So here the correct answer is increase industrial conflicts. It is not an object. So move on to the next question. Question number 189. Which software is primarily used to prepare presentations? So here the correct answer is PowerPoint. So move on to the next question. Question number 190. Which keyboard shortcut is used to print a document? So here the correct answer is Control P. Move on to the next question. Question number 191. Which memory is known as volatile memory? So here the correct answer is RAM. So move on to the next question. Question number 192. Which of the following is a search engine? So here the correct answer is Google. Move on to the next question. Question number 193. Under the RTI Act, the first appeal against the decision of a public information officer lies before first appellate authority, that is option number B. Question number 194. Which authority regulates the national pension system? So here the correct answer is PFRDA. Move on to the next question. Question number 195. Which of the following is a key functional of human resource management? So here the key function is recruitment and selection. Move on to the next question. Question number 196. Which of the following is a welfare measure aimed at female employees? So the correct answer is crèche facility. So move on to the next question. Question number 197. Which of the following best define employee moral? So here the correct answer is option number A, that is employees' attitude towards work and organization. Move on to the next question. Question number 198. Which of the following is a common cause of industrial dispute? So here the correct answer is option number A, that is wage related issues. So move on to the next question. Question number 199. Which quality is most essential for a staff welfare officer? So here the correct answer is empathy and communication skill. That is option number A. So move on to the very last question of this video of part 4. Question number 200. The ultimate objective of staff welfare administration is to promote employee welfare and organizational effectiveness. So here with this last question we have completed part 4. We will continue this series till 500 questions. So please do subscribe to our channel LawLust and please stay connected with us for more such other legal exam preparation. So do you have any suggestions or any queries? Do comment down below. We will figure it out and definitely solve that. Or if you want any other topic to be covered, so just comment down. We will definitely do that. Thank you for watching our video.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं, फिल्मोरा है ना।